Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox and take a close-up look at the Nike Air Max 97. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a pair of Nike Air Max 97 men's shoes, and this pair is in men's UK size 9, USA size 10, European size 44, Brazil size 42, 28 centimeters, and it's in the black, dark obsidian, pure platinum, university blue colourway. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by flipping up the box lid to reveal the contents inside. And of course, let's peel back the wrapping paper or packing paper to reveal the Nike Air Max 97 in the black, dark obsidian, pure platinum, university blue colorway. And let's lift out the left shoe first and focus on it. So just setting the box to the side, and on the left hand side of the tabletop, and giving you a look at the Air Max 97. And let's do a 360 rotation so you have a full and clear look of the shoe before I start handling it and taking a much closer in look. So now taking a much closer in look at the details of the shoe. So it does have a mesh and synthetic upper cover, so you can see the mesh details and the overall black, white and blue colorway of the shoe. And so you can see the lines that go around the shoe and form somewhat of a layered effect with the piping of those upper details, and of course with the mudguard of the shoe giving you a look at the texture as well. So you can see it does have a slightly finely grained texture to it, a kind of textile pattern, and you can see how the light plays on the surface of that mudguard in that very dark blue or obsidian. Okay, and as we move towards the back, and quite obviously you can see the Nike Air unit showing across the length of the shoe, and of course a university blue embroidered Nike swoosh to the outer side of the shoe. And just taking a look once again at the details from the top towards the bottom. As we move towards the back or heel of the shoe, we can see the tapering or widening of the Nike Air unit, or at least the visibility of it towards the heel, and you can see on the opposite side as well, right through. And as we move towards the back or heel of the shoe, giving you a look at its overall details right there. And it does have an Air Max pull tab for the heel, so giving you a close in look at that stitching detail and embroidery detail as well. And taking a look at the bottom, you can see the maximum aperture of that Nike Air capsule in the heel, and with the midsole details in foam, and we can see that molded Nike swoosh in it as well. And taking a look at the inner side details of the shoe, once again we see the continuation of the contoured details or the piping details. And just giving you a much closer in look at the details right there. And there are some reflective qualities of the shoe as well with those pipes. And to give you a look at that midsole arch area as well. So just pressing down, and of course giving you a look at that Nike Air unit, just pressing down on it with my thumbs. And pushing up against it as well from the sole, or at least the outsole or edge of the sole. So moving back towards the front, we can see once again the textured detail of that mudguard in the dark obsidian color. And accented with that white or off-white layer just below it, but positioned above it. So taking a look from the front or tip or toe of the shoe and slowly moving towards the back. Let's achieve focus first, so you can see the details clearly. And of course, quite obviously, that hidden lacing system. And of course, taking a look at the tongue details as well. So we can see an oval tongue patch with the university blue embroidered Nike swoosh. And of course, once again, the hidden lacing system. And with the tongue, just giving you a look at the details of the tongue. So it's very light and does have a soft inner bolstering or padding in it. And of course, taking a look at the ankle and heel collar details as well. So pretty even with the padding or bolstering around the ankle and heel collar. Now let's take a look at the inside details of the shoe. So let's try and spread it open a bit and of course remove the paper stuffing that's inside. So there, giving you a somewhat slightly better look at the details inside of the shoe. And let's see if we can take a look at that back tongue label as well. So giving you a look at the details and of course the lining, which is soft and fluffy. And of course the composition sticker as well, materials label sticker on the sock liner or insole. And of course, once again, we see some Nike Air details on the sock liner or insole. And overall, you can see it's very dark on the inside, so not much that I can show you with the lighting that we have. But nonetheless, giving you as much of a look as possible at the inside details of the shoe. So right there, perhaps giving you a further out look there. And of course, you can see that you do have a pipe style type of lace for the shoe. Okay, so just putting or tucking the laces back in the shoe. And and giving you a further out look once again. And of course now taking a look at the sole or bottom of the shoe. So it does have a rubber sole, and we can see the overall black and white pattern, of course with the midsole showing through, or at least it shows as white with the rubber and black with the lug or tread blocks. So giving you a look right there. And it does have a very grippy texture to it as I drag my finger along the blocks or its surface. So that does somewhat have a tacky feeling to it. So giving you that full length look. And we can see a plastic bubble Nike swoosh towards the back part of the shoe. You can see it does have a somewhat contoured theme to the design of the shoe, continuing down to the heel part with these winding lines. And now giving you once again another look at the shoe as I drag my finger across the sole of it. And tapping on the various parts as well with my fingernail. So with that foam midsole and of course the rubber sole in white as well as black. So the white part is rubber as well. And of course that plastic bubble Nike swoosh. And now let's do a flexibility bend and twist test with my hands to give you some idea of the flexibility, pliability or stiffness and softness of the shoe. So right there, giving you an idea of its overall details. Now just puffing the shoe back in shape. And now let's take a look at the right shoe. So setting the left shoe down and to the back in the background so it doesn't interfere as we bring the shoebox back in frame. And now popping out the right shoe. So now taking a look at the right shoe of the Nike Air Max 97 in black, dark obsidian, pure platinum, university blue. And with this one, let's do a 360 rotation as well. And of course, a close-up look at its details. So once again, you see that finely textured with that very fine weave-like pattern for the dark obsidian, mudguard, and of course with the white layering all the way towards the back in black with the mesh and synthetic materials. And of course with the hidden lacing system, we see the laces weaving through, and of course partially hidden under the edge of the uppermost layer. And once again we see that Nike swoosh details. And taking a look at the back of the tongue, once again we see the shoe label behind and other details. So perhaps slightly better with this one without the composition sticker or label on the sock liner. And you can see the lining details a bit more clearly as well. And of course the heel tab. So there is a pull tab for the tongue as well as the heel. So once again, a further up look of the shoe, the Air Max 97. Now let's take a close in look at the midsole in white. Which is made out of foam, and of course that full length Nike Air unit, and that black and white rubber sole. And now let's take a look at the pair together, side by side. And from the front to the back. And directly from the back. And of course, the soles of the shoes. So you can see that geometric style design to the shoes. And of course, let's check out the reflective properties of the shoes. And I do have the Andua W140 RGB LED video light, which I've unboxed on the channel before. Let's turn it on. And let's see if we can see the reflective properties of the shoe. Let's turn off the studio lights or lamps, and of course the main light as well. To give you some sense of the reflective qualities of the shoe. So there you can somewhat see and make out the reflective piping, which is the lowest most layer of the shoe. So let me just set the light down and let's see what we can see. So slightly tricky with the camcorder's automatic aperture, adjusting for that low light situation, but nonetheless you can just about see the reflective details on that upper of the Air Max 97. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the lights back on. And now you can see the shoes once again in full detail with the lights on. So that's the Nike Air Max 97. Thanks for watching and happy walking!